Surah 5.
We know
10
this
minutes.
is satanic.
You be quiet, please.
Surah
Let's
5.
speak, let's speak.
Surah 5, Ayat 101.
Yep.
O you who have believed, i.e. you're a Muslim, sir.
Yes, I'm a Muslim.
O you who have believed, do not ask about things which, if they are shown to you, will distress you. In other words, don't ask
May I-
questions.
Can I? This one, right?
Yes.
So, I was reading it earlier when you were reading it to him. If you read, you said you've read the Quran, right? You said you've read the Quran.
Don't panic. Respond.
I'm not-
I've
I'm
made my
ask-
point.
I'm asking you-
Respond.
I know, and my point is I'm asking you questions.
I've read the
You've
Quran
you've read
multiple
the Quran
times,
multiple
front to
times.
back to like you, even your mafia ringleaders run away from me.
Okay,
You're asking a silly
I
question.
don't care about that guy.
Please,
Okay, listen.
please stay
So,
focused.
You've read the
Your
back to
Quran
front.
says don't ask
So it
questions,
means- so it means-
and you
so
are
it
saying
means-
I
wait,
misrepresented
let
your
me speak.
Quran.
Let me answer, please. Can I answer?
In which case, speak.
Can I answer, please?
Don't stop.
But you keep on
Don't
talking.
ask me to
You
do
keep-
something.
I
Please
can't
speak.
answer if you keep on talking. Thank you. So, you've read it back to front. So that means you've read the context around the ayah as well, right? It's a sentence. You don't go to the Bible. You don't pluck out a sentence and be like, yeah. I'm gonna follow this now. I'm gonna only take this. Am I? You look around. You look at everything. You're not doing that. And I asked you earlier, could you please read the context? You didn't read the context. Then you go back to the second one.
Whoa. The question I'd asked was specific.
Okay.
You can correct me, but not ramble on. Now, clearly, I am not going to stand here and read the entire surah. Listen carefully. What did I do?
I know he is.
I asked him a simple question.
It's very
And a simple question. Excuse me, sir, please listen. Even when you're listening, you're not making sense. Don't be distracted by him.
said I'm rambling
Look
on,
at
but
him.
you're
Is he
rambling
going
on
to
now.
help you anytime soon?
Not at all.
He is confused.
You're gonna attack my father now.
Oh, is that your father? Sorry, sir. That's a joke. I'm real, sir. So that's your father. Please get help from him. But stay focused right now. I'm asking a very important question.
Okay. Sir,
The question pertains to a fundamental building block of individuals, families,
Okay.
institutions,
Right.
and the nation as a whole, which is when you have doubts, ask. If you have questions, ask. Simple thing.
Yep.
This is if you go to universities in the UK, you will be taught this.
Yeah.
No question is a silly question. How many of you have heard this? No question is a silly question. No question, you won't be stupid when you ask a question. Does not matter. If you have a question, ask. It's a simple thing. Why? Only if you ask, even the one who is speaking or giving you information will know that perhaps you've misunderstood something or whatever, and will give you additional information. And so the point is, asking when you don't know is a vital component of how individuals grow up in a sensible manner, and institutions and nations. In that context, I have a problem with the Quran.
Okay.
And what is in the Quran is practiced by Muslims for centuries, and therefore we have trouble all over the place. In Afghanistan, girls, no school. Boys, even if you go to school, no question contradicting the Quran. No doubts asked about the Quran. No questions, no doubts asked about the Quran. Why? Because if one of you ask, 100 of you would ask, many 100 million would leave Islam. So no doubts. If you ask doubts, chop, boom, gone. So in this, don't panic, my dear friend. Your son is trying to make sense. Please help your son. Don't make your son also panic. In that context, in that context,
You ask your question, right?
yeah, the question is this. In that context, I have read the entire surah. I have read all the surahs in the Quran, and I have written one book. I am writing another book, and I have a couple of more books in the pipeline on Islam. My problem is this. The Quran goes against this fundamental principle. What does it say? In Surah 5, Ayat 101, it says, O you who have believed, i.e. Muslims, do not ask about things which they are shown to you will distress you. Well, how will you know what distresses you if you don't even ask? You need to ask first. So just because you have some physical infirmity and it might distress you, to find the details of your physical infirmity, if you don't ask, it's not a good idea. You ask. And so that's what the Quran says. Do not ask. In Surah 5, Ayat 101, it says do not ask.
Okay.
But it doesn't stop there. It doubles down.
Wait, no,
In Surah. No, wait.
Let me
I'll ask
ask you a question on
one
the previous
second.
ayah and
One second.
Can I ask you a
Sure.
question?
What have I misunderstood in this ayat?
Okay, so around the ayah, it said earlier, right? It said it was okay. It says that you shouldn't ask questions on what could tempt you on evil. Everybody knows that evil can tempt you, and it says it there if you read around. You said you read the Quran, you said you read the context. It literally says it there. You do not want to ask questions on evil because it can tempt you, and you can be brought to it.
Excuse me,
Us
sir.
Muslims-
Are you a
us
Quran?
Muslims- I'm a Muslim.
You are, are you the Quran?
But I'm literally.
So I'm not interested in your ideas. I'm reading from here.
Oh my
What
God,
does
I
it say?
It's in the Quran.
What
It's
does
in
it
the
say
Quran.
you should not
Okay,
ask?
I said it's in the Quran. But
You use the word evil.
Yes, and evil is.
Does it? Let me read again. Does it say don't ask about evil?
Not in the ayah you spoke about, but around.
I'll read again. I will read again.
You're ignorant.
Well, I am
I'm trying to
ignorant.
make that point.
The one who asks a question is ignorant. The one who is happy not asking question.
If you really
Let
want
me
to
read,
learn,
my dear.
I will tell you. I've been to mosque how many years? Five, 6
Do you know what?
years? 5, 6 years.
Listen carefully.
What did my teacher tell me? Ask questions.
Shall we
ask
read?
questions.
Shall we read?
Anytime in a point in a book.
Shall we read?
I'd ask
Shall we
questions.
read?
I'd ask questions. and I'd
Shall
do
we
that.
read? Do you know what it says? Shall we
You
read?
told me not to ramble on. You're
Okay.
rambling on about
What does
Afghanistan.
it say?
You're rambling on about
The gentleman
Afghanistan.
said-
You know, are you going to associate? No, shut up. Are you going to associate an extremist regime to all Muslims around us? Are you? Is that what you're doing? And you said you're
You're
not going to
panicking right now.
I'm panicking.
Can I read the ayat
I'm not
right now?
panicking. You be quiet.
Can I-
Shut
Excuse me.
Yeah?
Can I read the ayat again? So the young man. One
One
second. One second.
second.
The young man. One second.
You're not even involved.
The young man.
This is
The
only
young
way I
man
can get through
had
to you
one
because your ears
explanation.
are closed.
Please, one
Your
second.
ears are always
One
closed.
second.
The only way I can get through to you.
The young man-
I stood there patiently for how
Now
long?
he is gaslighting me.
Just for you to feel equal.
Now
No.
he is dehumanizing me.
I'm not.
He is saying my ears are closed. My heart is
You're
deviant.
dehumanizing our religion. What about that?
You never answered
I'll
my
read
point.
this again.
I answered your question.
You did not. You did not. Can I demonstrate?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You are angry.
8 cameras.
Can I read?
Brother, 8 cameras.
Can I read? Can I read?
You are panicking.
Can I read?
You are
Can I read?
8 cameras and you
Can I read?
still lie on the internet.
Can I read?
panicking,
It's
panicking.
funny. It's
Can I
really
read?
funny.
Can I read?
Read,
Can I?
read. It's really
The gentleman
funny.
here. One second. Please wait.
really funny.
I'll read.
It's honestly
The
funny.
gentleman.
The guy's a headbanger, you
One
know,
second.
panicking.
The gentleman, young man, had one response. What was his response? My dear father.
Both father and son panicking. Hey.
The father has practiced Islam.
Panic. They are panic.
The father has practiced Islam, made the son not deal with the question asked. The gentleman, the young man, had one response to the challenge I raised. When I said, look, your Quran says don't ask questions. Is this good? How is this good? The gentleman said, oh, the Quran only says don't ask questions about evil things. Is that what the Quran says? Let me read. Let me read again, and I will clarify what it really says. It says, oh, you have believed. These people clearly have believed before asking questions. Oh, you who have believed, do not ask about what? About things. It doesn't say about evil. About things which, if they are shown to you, if the answers are given to you, they will distress you. In other words, the answers will distress you. But I won't know what the answers are before asking the question. Do you understand what I mean? Pre-asking the question, it doesn't say evil. It does not say don't ask question about how to do terrible things. Clearly not. It says about things for which, related to which, when you receive an answer, it will distress you, don't ask. But given that I will not know what will distress me, I won't know what to ask, what not to ask. In other words, this is a blanket brainwashing system. And so with this, if I stand in front of Taliban in Afghanistan, if I asked, is Islam is true? Is Islam a religion from God? Is Muhammad the prophet? is the Islamic Allah the true God? Of course, the answers to all of these questions will distress me. Because so far, I am a brainwashed man. And when I hear, no, Muhammad is an illiterate fellow, giving an illiterate religion to the illiterate people, that will distress me. And when it says Islam, all of these answers will distress me. But all of these answers are useful answers for me, which will help me leave Islam. I will hear and say Islam is terrible and I will leave Islam. Unfortunately, in the Islamic Sharia, you're not supposed to ask these questions. Chop, chop, boom, boom, gone. How does, my dear friends, maybe we'll wrap up.
We have to ask
30 seconds. 30 seconds. A good joke. A good joke. A good joke. And with that, we'll wrap up and perhaps we'll try him. What is a good joke I have? Please, everyone. This is comedy time, a new comedy. Not Islam. No, one second. Comedy time. None of the Islamic leaders. Sure, excuse me, sir, please.
Let me answer your question.
Once.
Wait.
Wait for the joke.
Wait.
No Islamic public speaker will ever have a problem with not having enough time for a Q&A session. You know why?
Why?
Well, because if he does not have answers to questions, chop, boom, boom, get done. 30 seconds, Q&A would be over because Islam does not anyway allow you to ask questions. You see what I'm saying? It's a terrible religion.